Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome. Today, the title is I Don't Work Here. And this is something that I thought I would share with you. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing. I don't know if it's something that happens to people generally, or just something that seems to happen to me. So, maybe let me know. What it is that I seem to have a tendency to be in places and for people to assume that I work at that place. For example, I've been in the local supermarket and I've been asked directions to things. One lady came up to me and asked me if the particular frying pan she was holding was a non-stick frying pan or not. I don't know. I mean, what is it? Why am I trying to answer your... Hello, sorry, I don't work here. And very often there's just a slight moment of confusion on their faces. Then the realization sets in that they've made a mistake, and then usually there's a kind of almost embarrassment from them about making that mistake, and they usually apologize and go away. Why do I tell them that I don't work there? I shouldn't really play along. That's impersonating somebody. It's pretending to be something I'm not. Why do they think that I work there anyway? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that when this has happened, a majority of the time I'm in shirt, trousers, kind of smart casual wear, and the supermarkets and so forth that I go to, maybe not many people are wearing that sort of thing, especially during the day, because if I go in my lunch break, you won't really get many people dressed like that. That's sort of more inner city type thing, where I live out on the outskirts. So maybe it's that, but then all the staff at those sort of supermarkets, they all wear a uniform except the managers. So the only assumption I can make is that they think I'm one of the managers, and there's two things wrong with that. One, excuse me, somebody with hair like this, manager, maybe not. And secondly, the big giveaway, I would have a name badge, wouldn't I? And usually I'd be followed by an entourage of people, and we'd be pointing at stuff and talking about important things, not doing my shopping. That's the other giveaway, is that very often I will have shopping in my hand. And I just don't understand what it is about me at a place that makes people think that I work there. And it's not just supermarkets, it's happened in other places too. Another example is that I was out with some work colleagues. I wasn't dressed in my shirt and trousers combo. I was dressed in normal clothes for going out, everyday clothes for going out, and we were meeting up with my colleagues. We were stood around the table, and I was just stood there with the menu, looking at the food, thinking about ordering something to eat. When this lady comes up to me and says, "Hello, I'm here for the Dirty Dancing." Now, I don't know if she thought about the context that she said it in, but in the context that we were in, i.e. in a night out, I'm not quite sure what that really could have been construed as. Very luckily for me, one of the people I was with knew that next door to where we were in the pub, there was a cinema showing an old rerun of the film Dirty Dancing, and she was able to step in and say, "I'm sorry, I think you're in the wrong place. You want to be next door. That's where they're showing the film." So luckily that situation was a little bit avoided of further embarrassment, as I wondered what sort of Dirty Dancing she had arrived and announced upon herself to me. And of course, when this lady stepped in and said, "Oh, you're in the wrong place, you need to go next door," whatever, and then there was a slight confusion between my colleague stepping in and saying, "You're in the wrong place," and that lady coming in and announcing she would come for Dirty Dancing. And that slight confusion, I mean, for a start, I was thrown off about what was going on, and I was like, "Hang on a minute, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about." And she goes, "Oh, sorry, I thought you worked here." And I was like, "Sorry, I do not work here." And again, I was not dressed in the same manner as what the bar staff were. I was with my colleagues. I didn't have a drink in hand, granted, but again, no name badge. These places, this particular chain that we were at, all wear name badges on their uniforms. So no name badge, no uniform. Yet somebody assumed that I worked there. Is it just me? Let me know. Put your comments down below. Let me know if it has happened to you. Let me know if anything like that has happened to you. And let me know what you might have said if somebody said that they're here for the Dirty Dancing. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for listening to my little story. I hope you enjoyed it. But until I see you next time, goodbye.